Alright guys, llamapen here, and today I'm going to talk about the main game mode that I play, which is EASHL, or World of Chell. This game mode is basically the reason that I buy NHL every year, and the reason I fell in love with this game. That being said, it is far from a perfect game mode, and these are just a few features that I think would improve it.
Oh my god.
First is my most ambitious idea, and that is to add line changes into EASHL. If you think about it, World of Chell is the only game mode that has 6v6 that doesn't have line changes. Be a Pro has it, Online versus Play has it, Hockey Ultimate Team. I'm pretty sure every other 6v6 game mode has line changes. If you think about it, it's kind of weird that EASHL doesn't. If you've ever played Online versus Play with a bunch of your friends locked in at all the positions, or if you used to play online team play back in the day, it would be pretty much like that. In my vision, I see it where you pick your position and then have 3 player builds that you can use at that position that you cycle through. These builds, along with your teammates' 3 builds, will comprise your whole team's 3 forward lines. You can make the builds whatever you want, just as long as you don't repeat classes. So if you have one sniper, you can't have another sniper build in that set. This way you won't just have people making 3 of the exact same build. I do realize that there are 4 forward lines in hockey, but it just seems like it's already a lot of work to make people create 3 builds for each position. Plus, this way there will be 3 lines of forwards and 3 pairs of defensemen. I like this idea for a lot of reasons. For one, it would give players more of a chance to experiment with more different builds and figure out what works best for them. It would inject entirely new strategies into the game, like taking advantage of bad line changes, or taking advantage of good line changes, taking advantage of players being exhausted from being out on the ice too long, the strategy of matching up against your opponent's builds and their lines. And it would also, I think, make it tougher for whole teams to trap the entire game, which would just make for more interesting games. I realize it's kind of a lot, but of all of the ideas in this video, this is probably the one that I want the most. My next idea is one that some might like and some might hate, but I think auto-fighting should be taken out of the game. I just think it sucks when you make a nice hit or you accidentally take a shot right after an offside call and then you're just forced to fight somebody who wants to fight you, and then you have to sit in the penalty box for 5 minutes. Not only, in my opinion, is fighting basically just a really shitty, boring minigame, which is another discussion entirely, but you then just have to sit and do nothing and watch while the AI takes your spot. I realize getting jumped after making clean hits is something that happens in real hockey, but this is something we all agree that we hate in real hockey, right? It's another example of realism not equaling fun gameplay. I don't want my breakaway being taken away just because I made a good hit to create it, and then some guy fights me. I'm not saying we need to give instigators out to guys who try to fight you once, but in my opinion, it takes 2 to tango, and you should just never be forced to fight if you don't want to. Feature number 3 is another pretty ambitious one, I will admit, but I want full customization for clubs. I want to say most other sports games had this the last time I played them. MLB The Show had it, and NBA had it the last time I played it, although I'm not sure about Madden, and I'm not sure if this is still true today, but it just seems like every other sports game has such deeper customization, and we're stuck with the same couple logos every year. Every once in a while we'll get a few new ones, but I want logos, jerseys, helmets, mascots, arenas, all of that stuff to just be anything I want. I don't want the same preset skater models we've had since forever. I want freaks, mutants, monsters. I want freaks like I can create in other games that allow you more freedom in customization. I realize that this will definitely be abused more than it is now, which is why It'll just require that EA continues to crack down and enforce the rules, investigate when people are reported, and ban or suspend accounts that create offensive logos, player models, or what have you. These next 3 all pertain to goaltenders, and they're pretty quick, so I'm going to kind of lump them all together here. First of all, goalies should be able to pick the build their skater is when they come out as the extra skater. This is just a really simple thing. Right now, they're just this kind of shitty default skater, and it'd be nice to have some say in how that skater plays. Second, I want goalies to be able to pass out of any animation. Get rid of these animations where your goalie could totally pass the puck in real life, but in the game you're for some reason unable to. Frankly, I don't even care if the goalie would be able to make the pass in real life. Let goalies pass out of any save animation. Even if they're lying down to cover the puck in the coffin position, let them throw the puck out and keep the play going if they want to. If they get scored on, that's on them, but let them do it if they want to. I think you could easily shave a few minutes off of match times by doing this one simple thing, and I don't think anybody would really be mad about this feature being added. Finally, I think teams that play with AI goalies should have to control the goalie on all penalty shots. This would be especially big in 3v3, where there are penalty shots every time there's a penalty, and this would eliminate guys just scoring the same cheesy breakaway glitch goals that work on AIs every time they get a penalty shot.
I miss it. They're gonna miss.
No, they're not, dude. It's a fucking penalty shot against the AI goal. What do you think? I think he just curls it back. He skates into the boards and curls it back. That's what I think.
Yeah, that's what
the
I think.
vibe I get from these boys.
I'll take plus 1600 on a crowd turret.
Oh my god. How did I know?
The responsibility of playing net could either go automatically to the team's captain, or it could be chosen by teams before each game. So anyway, guys, these are just a couple of my ideas. I definitely have a lot more. I don't know if you could tell, but what do you guys think? Do you like any of these ideas? Do you hate any of these ideas? What are some ideas you guys have that could improve EASHL overall? Let me know down in the comments. I think we all like to give EA a lot of trouble for not fixing things or improving things, and fair enough, but they have added things in the past, some minor, some major, some I liked, some I didn't, and they give me hope that there's a chance we could see some of these changes and improvements in the future. So anyway, I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.